Screen printing is an art. We get it. No one particular way to do a job. This is just our take on it, with some quick tips to help you elevate techniques while improving efficiency in your shop. All that and add a dash of Business 101, and you've got yourself a series for anyone out there. Press for time.
Hey guys, it's Damien from Dynamic Supply with another episode of Press for Time from Phoenix, Arizona, here at the Workhorse facilities with Tyler Dumet. And we're talking a lot about autos and all that stuff, but you guys really cut your teeth on the manual equipment. So we wanted to spend some time on the manual stuff. You're really known for making really good, durable manual equipment. We've got some new stuff kind of added to that line that we're going to talk about. Let's start with the new drying cabinet.
Sure. The drying cabinet here we brought out a little over a year and a half ago, and we brought this out to give a little more control, to the screens or the screen process to your shop. Versus a dark room where you maybe have a lot of dust or a lot of debris or a lot of fans going, to get that screen dry. We came in with a system here that's got its own filtration system. You can put, the highest density or quality filter you want on it to keep debris out if you're in somewhat a dirty environment or whatnot. It can hold 10 screens, 1020 by 24s, all the way up to 1025 by 36s. It closes down completely dark, and it gives you, much more controlled, consistent, and in some cases probably a much quicker dry time for most screens to get you up and printing.
Yeah, what are you thinking on dry times? I mean, I know it varies between screen size, how many are in there, humidity out in the air. Obviously 2024 is going to dry faster than 2536s, but what's kind of a range to expect?
Yeah, good point on all the variables. I'd say to give you a ballpark on times, if you're using this to half its capacity in terms of screens, you might be ready to go in 15 minutes or less. You've got it fully full of screens, maybe in a humid or cold environment, you might want to push that to double that out, maybe to 30 minutes or so before you're ready to go. And depending on if your coating technique with your emulsions and whatnot, all of that is going to be a little bit loose, but those are some rough times to kind of give you an idea of where you can expect your screens to come out at.
And a lot of times, guys, you guys are out there and you're kind of having like you said, a little drying area, and you got fans set up, and really all you're doing is making sure you pull all the dirt and dust that's on the floor in the shop and push it directly on the frames. So the problem with that, obviously, fish eyes and pinholes, all those things, but also 9 out of 10 times, your screens, you're probably rushing them through because you need to get them out for a job, and they're not going to be fully dry, and that's really going to affect the stencil quality.
Yeah, and great point. Something I forgot to mention is that this also gives you some flexibility. And hey, you're 150 shirts into your 200 shirt run, and a screen blows out, right? And if you don't have the ability to get something coated and dried in 10 or 15 minutes, that job that's 10 minutes away from being done just now turns into 2 days or a day from being done. We're here, get one coated, put it in there, 15 minutes, you're ready to go.
Or you're just rushing it and the screen's not dry, and another set of screens comes up and kind of falls apart on press. So it's like, you're just going backwards at that point.
It's an inexpensive insurance policy.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of buzz out there for LED exposure units. We've got a unit here, obviously. We're not at a rave. We just have the exposure unit going here. It looks a little different than some of the other ones do. Yeah. Kind of cool. Why don't you tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, definitely LEDs are really hot in the industry right now for a couple of different reasons. One, they are giving some incredibly fast exposing times on your pure photopolymers. On the emulsion side, and you know better than I think the photopolymers or the pure photopolymers are really seeing a surge in the marketplace.
Absolutely.
And so an LED gives you very, very fast exposing times on that.
Fast, we're talking under 20 seconds in a lot of cases.
Absolutely, yeah. And fast, and also holding, detail. So you're not sacrificing a lot of detail or, fine dots or anything like that in the time you're getting. Another advantage that the LED is bringing in is in terms of electricity. Okay, if we were standing next to a metal halide unit or something like that, we'd be feeling the heat coming off of that, and the bulb in that unit would, slowly be burning itself out.
Yeah, basically the minute you turn that metal halide on, from that point forward, the bulb's degrading.
Yeah, right on. And so here on these lights, we're looking at literally no heat coming off of it, a very, very low electricity draw, from your building, and you've got lights that are spec'd for a tremendous amount of time with no, wear or tear on them. They're 100% good until they're 100%.
Right, they're either on or off, and they're working 100% the whole time.
Yeah, nothing in between.
Great. And one of the key things I think that is, there is some other ones on the market, but really where this is coming in at price, and you've got 3 different models. You've got a small, a medium, and a large. This is the medium here. Where are we looking at price range on this?
Yeah, we're bringing this medium unit into the market at a retail price of about $2,500.
Wow.
What you can do with the size of this and the different variations, we're very excited to have our LEDs in the marketplace at, you know, probably one of the most attractive price points out there.
Wow, so some of the competitors, I mean, really, you could probably get both these units for less than you would pay with just.
Oh yeah. So if you took this combination here, as you can see, this sits right on there perfect.
Yeah.
The drying cabinet and the LED here are going out in place of some units. Traditional units or metal halides, you know, of more cost, or even some of the newer LEDs, you know, are going to cost more than putting this whole package together.
Wow. Now, I don't know if you guys are ready to kind of give us a little brief update, but I hear new dryer line coming this year?
Yeah, so keeping with, you know, as you had mentioned, our manual line, kind of that's where we cut our teeth or where we got our start. Exactly correct. You know, early on, that's all we had were manual presses and whatnot. So along with the new LEDs, the new drying cabinet, mid-year this year, you'll see a whole new dryer line coming out of Workhorse. And we're just keeping up, you know, keeping our stuff up with the times. As LEDs have really pushed because of the photopolymers, on the curing side of it, as you know, what's really popular now?
Water-based.
Water-based, discharge, and a lot of different garments. You know, the athletic garments,
Yep.
the poly garments.
Poly blends, yeah.
Yeah, so where we were really, really strong in the past with the Powerhouse line and still a very competent dryer, we're gonna make a change to the dryer and come out with a dryer that's gonna be tremendous in terms of water-based discharge, you know, different garments in terms of what they're made out of. And we are beyond excited about what you're gonna see with that. As we've talked about in other videos with the tablet technology, etc., I don't want to spill too many beans here, but look forward to a really sharp dryer from us really soon.
Nice. Now, I'm assuming then lots of airflow, that you can control the airflow based on if you're printing plastisol or if you're printing water-based?
Absolutely. It's going to be more of a dryer that's going to be able to throw anything at it that you have. You know, whether it's cottons and plastisol or polyesters and water-based, it's going to be able to take anything you got.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. That's been a big thing lately where, you know, a lot of guys are printing water-based and they're really struggling with it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see that even though they have all these additions and improvements in the automatic line, they haven't lost focus on the manual line. There's been a lot of great equipment coming out and some new exciting stuff this year. So it's been fun out here kind of getting to see some of this new stuff. I love it, and hope you guys are loving it too. Thanks for your time, and now get back to work.
This episode of Press for Time has been brought to you and powered by Dynamic Screen Printing Supply and by Workhorse Products, and produced by ProQuoter. Remember, it all starts with the quote.
Hey guys, Damien from Dynamic Supply with another episode of Press from Time. Nope, not Press from Time.
There we go.